Hi everyone, today we will learn how to defend against JP's level 2. The super itself is so strong that most JP players don't lab with it. They just spam crouching medium kick and we get hit because we panic. But today we will learn some basic sequences that can make you block instead of 0% of the time, just like 12, 20, 30% of the times, and this will win you matches. To start off, JP players can use his level 2 in 4 situations. In neutral, as a block string, by making you block a spike, and on your wake up. So to start off, if he activates the super in neutral, as you can see, it has 7 frames of startup, so not the ghost, but JP himself has 7 frames of animation, so if he does it pretty close to you, which he will probably never do if he's good, you can actually punish it. You can punish him. The best character to punish it is actually Ken, because his super has absurd range, his level 2. As you can see, his super has 6 frames of startup. Of course, the raw activation on neutral is pretty easy to get out of the way. You don't need to block even the first one. Of course, jumping back can be a menace. Just don't dash forward at him, because he will recover before you, and he will punish you because he can do his crouching medium punch. A lot of his normals can interrupt your dash. So the safest option is actually to block the first hit and jump back or forward. It requires a way more elaborate read from the GP player to punish you in this situation. Most characters can actually just dash forward. Zangief can't. I don't know about Manon and some of the slower dashes, but don't block this and die at neutral, please. So my strategy is, if he activates on block, your options are pretty limited, but it depends on on how much the JP player has left the situation. I will hold parry and block low, and I will react to see how the JP player will start his mix-up, because most JP players just do this. Most JP players just spam lows, so with practice we can pretty consistently block this mix-up. It is hard, but definitely doable, because sometimes the last low hits pretty close to the overhead. I'll try it again. By starting low, you will block this sequence, and his overheads will generally come from from this, which is a bit slower, and from his target combo. And most JP players will do this. They will just do this because this way they can make his level 2 mix-up gapless. I forgot to say, but the safest thing is start holding parry and blocking low. If he doesn't do a mix-up that is gapless, you will start parrying and recovering your mirror, and he needs to block and throw you. That you take 200 and something, 2000 and something damage, but it is worth it. And of course, if you are pretty confident on yourself, you can just do something like this. After blocking a ghost, you can hold up forward, but I don't recommend this. The best situation is that you get you block everything by yourself, or you get punished counter throw, because eating the super and the combo that follows it is pretty bad. Of course, if JP is actually trying to make you die instead of just pressing crouching medium kick, he can do sequences that are gapless, even without burnout. Oh, I'll start holding parry. This has a gap, but this sequence doesn't. This sequence doesn't have one. As you can see, I was holding parry the entire time and I couldn't parry. So I really need to block this the good old-fashioned way. It is hard. But it is doable, and if you don't forget the glass goals like me, you can do it. It was 138 frames of block stun. So what I recommend you to do is, I recommend you doing 3 recordings. First recording, just spamming lows. Most AP players just do this and we die, but it's actually pretty feasible to block this. The other one is him doing his target combo. I got hit. Let's see if I can block. As you can see, the last one is really fucking hard to block because the low and the overhead hit pretty close. It's really hard to make something about it, but instead of getting hit by the entire super, you'll get hit by only the last bit, and this is if JP does the low after the target combo, and he has to confirm that you got hit. Let's go. The last part is pretty tricky, not gonna lie. I recommend doing those 3 recordings. Him doing just his target combo. Him doing just lows. And him doing a jab before the target combo to make the situation gapless. Activate 3 of those and see how much you can survive the situation. I promise you, it really helps. First attempt. Oh, and make him repeat the situation. I got hit because I brain farted right there. The last hit of this sequence is pretty hard, but the other ones are actually quite doable as I get hit. But trust me, it helps a lot. It is actually pretty fun to do it. Of course, he has another option in his target combo that he can do a low after it, but oh my god, you can do it as well. You can record it and make JP do it as well, but of course, the situation is already so fucked up. You can do it, but I think at this point, JP players are not implementing those level of mix-ups because we are not defending them. And so why should they? We are getting hit already. You don't need to be this much prepared to block this mix-up. Another pretty common situation that JP can put you is after blocking the spike. If you block it, you're fucked. If you stay here and try to block, it's pretty hard to escape. Because the most bizarre thing is that depending on range, he can get at your right or at your left. And it's pretty hard to avoid the situation if you try to block. I don't recommend it. What you can do is, after blocking EX Spike, Block the first and jump out. Even on burnout. Let's make it like this. If I hold up forward here, even Zangief that has a slower jump and has more start on his jump actually, you can avoid the situation. Block the first ghost and then hold up. Block the first ghost, then hold up. I don't know what Zangief can do to punish him, but on burnout you can make him pay. And most characters can do something like this. And the best part is that you don't even have to neutral jump, you can back jump. Oh my god. You can back jump and still make him pay. A lot of characters can punish him in a lot of creative ways. The same strategy can be applied to some knockdowns as well. Block the first hit, jump back, and punish him. The situation can change depending on the knockdown. For example, in this situation, if I try to jump up the first ghost, I get hit because the first ghost hits meaty, so I don't have time to evade the situation. Let's learn what can we do in this situation. My god! Counter hit, so there was a gap here. I think we can anti-air him. Yes, after blocking the overhead goes, you can DP him. Yeah, don't level 3 him. That's a pretty bad idea. DPs are good here, but I can understand why we have to find an answer, because not everyone has one. Like, let's go. I know. What can she do? Let's find out. Actually, that's your best option, right? block two ghosts, then jump up. JP will hit you, but he will hit you in the air. Oops. So you are alive. That's my best guess against this situation. So that's it for today, guys. I hope those tips were useful, and if you managed to block a GP mix-up even once, please leave down in the comments, and hope you guys like the content, and see you next time.